Welcome to our podcast. Today we're exploring respect in spousal relationships, addressing a common misconception that can show up in some communities, and sharing practical steps to cultivate a healthy partnership. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to unpack what respect genuinely looks like in marriage and how couples can move from control to collaboration. Let's start with a shared definition that frames our conversation. Respect is a positive, polite way of treating or thinking of someone, recognizing their value, feelings, and rights. It involves treating people with courtesy and honoring boundaries, validating their perspectives, even when you disagree. So, respect isn't about surrender or one partner winning. It's about partnership, mutual regard, and safety to express who you are while honoring the person you chose to spend your life with. Exactly. It sets the tone for trust, open communication, and emotional safety in the relationship. There's a troubling misconception in some circles. Respect means I must enforce control and make my spouse do my bidding. Right. That framing equates respect with domination and power over another person, which is not only false but harmful. In healthy terms, leadership in a relationship means responsibility, stewardship, and collaboration, not coercion. When respect is misinterpreted as power, trust erodes, communication breaks down, and both partners lose safety and intimacy. Let's translate that into concrete actions you and your partner can practice. Prioritize consent and boundaries. Have explicit conversations about boundaries, needs, and non-negotiables. Respect means asking, listening, and honoring those boundaries even when you disagree. Practice active listening. When your spouse shares a perspective, listen to understand, not to respond. Paraphrase what you heard and reflect feelings before offering your view. It's crucial to validate feelings, even in disagreement. Acknowledge that your partner's feelings are real and important, even if you don't share the same view. Share decision-making power. Create joint decisions about finances, family, and future plans. Invite your spouse into the process and value their input. Lead with service, not control. True leadership is serving your partner's well-being, safety, and growth, not bending them to your will. Own mistakes and practice accountability. If you slip into controlling behavior, acknowledge it, apologize, and commit to a different approach. Cultivate emotional intelligence. Build self-awareness, regulate impulses, and respond to conflict with calm and curiosity. Seek external support when needed. If patterns persist, consider counseling, faith community guidance, or mentors who can offer accountability. A quick recap: these steps help shift from control-based dynamics to respect-based partnership. I'll share a scenario to illustrate the contrast between control and respect. A husband tries to set a household budget single-handedly, arguing about every purchase and expecting compliance without discussion. When his wife asks to co-create, he takes it as a challenge to his authority. That is control at play, not respect in any sense of it. Trust grows because decisions are made together, not dictated. A framework that respects both partners' concerns is the ideal. Respect is a positive, polite way of treating or thinking of someone, recognizing their value, feelings, and rights. It involves courtesy, validating perspectives, and honoring boundaries, even when you disagree. Respect is not enforcing control and making your spouse do your bidding. Respect is not control. If you're unsure whether your actions are respectful, ask, am I listening to understand or to win? Am I honoring boundaries and dignity even when we disagree? Commit to at least one action this week that demonstrates respect in a tangible way, whether it's inviting your spouse into a decision, honoring a boundary, or offering a sincere apology for a moment you relied on control. Remember, healthy respect strengthens love. Thanks for tuning in. Respect is foundational to enduring, loving, healthy relationships. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a partner or friend who might benefit. Until next time, nurture respect in your relationship every day.